Hello, all my YouTube subscribers and viewers. I got this question. I tried making this video like 4 or 5 times, but lately I have absolutely no idea what's going on. But lately, every time I try to run the screen recorder and type, my keyboard does not want to work. It won't work on screen. It will work a little bit, like if I'll try to type like say style, S-T-Y-L-E, and it will type S-T-L-E. It will leave out the Y, and it's frustrating. And so I decided to just go ahead. A friend of mine, not a friend of mine, but a subscriber of mine asked me how to make a contact form that works strictly in PHP and using PHP and CSS, no JavaScript. So that's what I did. I'm gonna walk you guys through the whole thing because I just had to type it out because, like I said, when my screen recorder goes, it doesn't work and it's messing up my swag of making tutorials. You know what I mean? It's frustrating actually. So let's skip that anyway. First of all, let me jump to the core function. And what they wanted was a form that's kind of anti-hacking. I can't guarantee it's going to be 100 foolproof, but it will definitely limit people, make them work hard if they want to hack to your forms. And believe it or not, people hack contact forms a lot to gain customers' personal info. So this is just saying function new magic quote, and this is just what kind of like this is just for security. And it says if get magic quote equals GPC. And this is just saying function, we tend to strip all slashes and special characters from the form. Strip slashes deep. So, because slashes are one of the main characters used for hacking. And it's just say $value. And we're just going to say value equal array, value. And we're going to say array map. And again, we're stripping slashes out of the form. And here again, so slashes equals value, return value. So, anytime they put slash in here, any way they put slash in here, it's just what this is going to do is take away all the slash, leave everything else, and still send the form through to you. So that's what that's going to do. And this is just pretty much doing the same thing. So you don't need to mess with this file. All the files are going to be in the description at the bottom for download. You guys can download that free of cost, of course. And my form style, this is a style of format, so you guys can just mess around with that if you want. This is actually a site I'm working on, so it's a real form. It works. So so here's the form inside a site that I'm working on. So it's a real form. So we'll jump into code view. At the top of here, you're gonna see, all this will be available for download, like I said. At the top of this, you guys will see this is what powers the form pretty much. So this is going to the person's email that I'm building the site for. Please don't send me a bunch of emails. And this is just saying name, email. This is all the expected array. So it says expected array. So it's expecting the name field, email field, the phone field. Found you on, which I commented out. It's no longer there. I commented out, but I'm going to leave it in just in case I want to add it later. So it's not going to really require it or expect it if it's not down in the body of the form. So, and the security captcha, because we're putting the security captcha at the bottom, which also helps with hacking. Here again, it's just saying required fields. So all the fields that you require. So let's say we have name, email, phone, found you on, comments, but we require only name and email to be filled out. Then you just put name and email down here. But because I want all these to be filled out, I required all of them down here. You get it? There's tons of comments in here as well. So you guys jump through that and you'll be able to figure that out. Person's email here, I'm going to comment it out because I use both his and mine email to test these forms, and then I'm going to uncomment mine. And down here, pretty much you don't need to mess with any of this stuff right here. Just leave it as it is. The only place you need to mess with anything else again is right here. So if you need to add more fields, just duplicate one of this. Added it up here too as an expected field. So let's say we want to add an info field. We'll go quote, quote. Whoops, that's semicolon. So quote, quote, comma. Go inside those quote. And let's say we want to add an info field. Just type word info. If you want to add an info field. If you want it required, to put it down here as well. If you don't want it required, don't. It won't mess with your form. And then down here, there was a syntax error. Where? Oh yeah. And then down here, you do the same thing. Copy one of this and change name to info and this to info, and you pretty much set up the PHP side of things. Right here is just making sure that they insert the right email into the form. That's all that's doing right there. You know what I mean? Making sure they enter the correct email into the form. I'm gonna change this to my email address because I want to show you it works. And that's pretty much it. For the form area, which this is just include contact info .php, which I had it out here. This is just dynamically loading in some contact info. This is the post variable. You don't need to mess with any of that. Here is where it says if something is missing. If it won't work, your form won't work. I set it up so it will say, sorry, error occurred. Please call so and so. So it gives users an opportunity to tell you, okay, your form, there's something wrong with your form. They can call you here, or they can, if you want an email, you can set up an email where they can just email you and say, hey, I tried submitting a form on your website and it's not working properly. Here's the thank you, where if everything goes okay, it just exit out. Oh, thank you. We will be in touch soon. You know what I mean? And and you know, this is a feedback where it just posts. This is the form itself, and inside the form we had label tag, which is the label, and it's going to have the label of name. It's going to say that's the name field, and we set up some missing attributes. It's going to say if is set missing in array name, and so just saying if it's array, if the name field is missing here, it's going to say to them right here, echo this out, say please enter your name. You know what I mean? And here I just basically, it's another tag to say if is set missing. That means, you know, nothing is missing from the form. Everything is filled out. Echo value equals true, and it's going to post the name. You guys getting that? You guys see how that works? All right. It just basically repeat throughout the whole form, and everything looks wonderful. Now for testing. Let's go ahead and test this bad boy out just to see if it works. So I'm going to hit save. And I'm sorry I couldn't type it out on screen, but this is just, it's a pain in the ass when I try to do this. So I use Mozilla. I use FileZilla for uploading my files to the server. So I'm just going to upload my files to the server because this won't work locally. You have to upload it to your server for it to have a working form. So I'm just going to upload all these files to my server. As you can see, it's going right here. It's uploading. Sometime today. Okay, now it's finished. This is a site. Actually, that's not a site. Let's find a site. Go to that site URL that I'm working on, and here's a site. And if we go to the contact page, I'll explain this part how I get these to show up inside here as well. Let's say I type in my name, my email without an @ phone number. I'm just typing some random data here, blah blah blah, and I'm going to type the security code correctly just to show you guys how intelligent the form is. Send. Please enter a valid email, because all this is checking for is the @ blah blah blah.com. So you doesn't have to be a real email address, but most people don't know that. You just have to put in the @ and the .com, and it will send through. So that's basically it. So I'm just going to type in some real stuff here, just in case it goes through to the owner of the site. They'll know that they'll just get the idea like I'm testing this. Okay, so I'm just going to say sample @ sample.com. Email. This can stay. And I'm just going to type the word test. So if it goes through to the admin of the website that I'm working on, they'll know that it's the developer testing it. So they won't freak out on me, so to speak. And if we send this, see, worked great, and it echoes out. It goes right back to the same page, but right here it echoes out, "Thank you. We will be in touch." And if I'll jump back to Dreamweaver here, and if you guys remembered when I was going through the form at the top here, come on. Right here, we said, "Thank you, we will be in touch." But let's just make this form a little bit more intelligent, guys. And I'm going to do this just for the heck of it. So we're going to make it echoes the person's name who filled out the form and says, "Thank you, so-and-so," whoever the name of the person is that fills out the form. We will be in touch. So let's do a PHP, and we're going to echo and inside the echo tag, we're just going to say shift $$ name. So we're going to echo the person's name and let it says, thank you, whoever fills out the form, we'll be in touch. And for the heck of it, I'm going to make this strong. So I'm going to say, I'm going to make it kind of a bold. So I'm going to say strong here. So you can see the difference. And let's save all. Jump back to FileZilla. And this time I'm just going to grab the contact page itself. Over to the server. Go back to the site. I'm just going to click on the contact link again just so it refreshes. And I'm going to type my name, my email, which is sample, phone number, which is going to be 999, and I'm going to say test again just in case the person gets an email. At least they'll be thinking I'm working real hard at their site. Oh, he's working so hard at it. Send. Ooh, there's something wrong here. Give me a second. Let me see what's wrong. Come back. Oh, guys, welcome back. I figured out what I did wrong. I forgot to put a semicolon after the name, and I didn't double quote it. I single quote. So that's what I did wrong. I should have double quote and put a semicolon at the end. So that's the only thing I've done wrong. Hopefully that didn't mess you up. And my strong tag. You know what? I'm going to make the name when it echoes out be a different color. So I'm going to put a style tag in the strong tag. So style. And we're just going to say color. And I'm just going to choose a color from my color picker just so it echoes out a, let's make a blue. So it will echo that out and semicolon to close it off. And we're going to save file. So remember, all I did is the same thing. All I did was just double quote it and semicolon. So that's all I did wrong before. So I'm going to jump to FileZilla here, save all. And I'm going to drag my contact page to my server again. Jump back to the site, and we're going to type, this time, just my first name, 999, and again, test, because I know they're getting a freaking bunch of emails from me, but I don't care. I'm working hard. Okay, send. Let's see if I'm right this time. Yeah, there we go. See, it says, thank you, Dwayne. We will be in touch soon. So that's a really nice way of making your form intelligent. You know, it seems like you've done a lot of work into it. And all we did was add a single line of PHP code. Just a single little PHP code, and it seems like everything is voila. And what I did here to make it show up is add placeholders. So you just put a placeholder in any form. Just say placeholder equals quote whatever you want to show up in the background, quote, and that will take care of that. So when you get to the site like this, it will have full name. That way you don't have to have name up top, email up top. You can just make it shows up in the field, and when they click it, it disappears and they can type. So it's just a nice way. And I put this nice glow effect around the form as well, so it focuses on it, and that's inside the form style. Right here, where it focuses on, it says border, you know, and we have market transition, and this is just a 0.2. It's like quarter of a second. If you watch when I click into the form, if I click into the form, she takes a little time, just a split second before that glow comes in. So that's what that's doing. So guys, if you have any questions about the form and you guys want me to explain anything out to you, please let me know. I'll do my best to help you guys. Just thanks guys for watching. Thanks for sitting through me explain the code. I'm sorry I couldn't type it out on screen. This is just, it's really stupid. I have to figure out why my recorder is doing that, but it is messing up pretty badly. So hope this helps. Hope you guys can use this in your projects. Like I said, it will be in the description for download, so just go ahead and click on the download. I'm a bit of a freaking, I think I have early Alzheimer's sometimes because I freaking forget to do things. So if there's no download link in the description, just hit me with a message and I will post it in the download, and whoever hit me with the message, I will give you a link straight to your personal message so you can download that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Bye.